Hello, I am welcome you all to my video lecture classes. I am your faculty Dipankar Ghosh. So in my previous videos already we discussed about the introductory portion of your casting process. Now today we will start from the sand which we are using for your mold preparation. So first of all we discuss about the definition of molding sand. So the sand which is used for sand casting, that is named as molding sand. So if you go through the slide, here is the types of molding sand. That according to the types, the molding sand can also be classified into various types according to their uses, as which are as follows. So the types are green sand, dry sand, loam sand, facing sand, baking sand, parting sand, coarse sand, and finally system sand. So let us discuss one by one. So here is the first one. Green sand is also known as tempered or natural sand, which is a just prepared mixture of silica sand with 18 to 30% clay, having moisture content from 6 to 8%. The clay and water furnish the bond for green sand. It is fine, soft and porous. So basically it is a mixture of silica sand with 18 to 30% clay and water of 6 to 8%. So this is the main sand which we are initially used for your preparation of mold. Then we discuss about the next one, that is named as dry sand. Green sand that has been dried or baked in a suitable oven after the making molds and core is called dry sand. That means dry sand is nothing but it is the when this moisture of the green sand comes out by baking or dried in sun, so that mold is simply named as dry sand. It is possesses more strength. It is quite obvious because the moisture content is not there, so it possesses more strength, rigidity and thermal stability. Dry sand is mainly used for large castings. Mold prepared in this sand are known as dry sand molds. That means the green sand that has been dried or baked after molding is called dry sand, and it is contain less amount of water than that of the green sand. Then next we go through the next sand, that is known as loam sand. Loam sand contains much more clay as compared to other molding sand. The clay content is 50% or more. The ingredients of the loam sand are fine sand, finely grounded refractories, clays, graphites, etc. Loam sand is used in skeleton pattern and sweep pattern. It is particularly used for large casting. That means this loam sand we are basically used for preparation of your skeleton pattern and sweep pattern. Then let us discuss about your facing sand. Facing sand is fresh and specially prepared molding sand which covers the pattern from all around. Facing sand forms the face of the mold cavity. A facing sand mixture of sand molding of cast iron may consist of 25% fresh and specially prepared sand and 70% old sand and 5% of sea sand. Facing sand possesses high strength and refractoriness. Then we will discuss about the next one, that is known as baking sand. So the used sand is cleared and reactivated. It is the sand which back up the facing sand. So backing sand is nothing but it is used for your preparation of mold, to fill the mold actually, and for saving of some money, because if suppose a mold cavity is contain 5 kg of silica sand, then here by using, if you use baking sand, then we are using 1 kg of fresh sand and the remaining 4 kg of your baking sand. That means that these are the old sand which already has been cleared and reactivated for the purpose of fulfilling of the baking sand. It is the sand which back up the facing sand. It does not come in contact with the pattern. It is the sand which is left on the floor after the casting has been removed from the mold. It is black in color, sometimes known as black sand. That means your baking sand can also be named as backed sand. Then we go through the next sand, which is named as parting sand. It consists of dried silica sand, sea sand, or burnt sand. That means the parting sand consists of silica sand, sea sand, or burnt sand. Actually, parting sand is used to keep the green sand from sticking to the pattern and also to allow the sand on the parting surface of the cope and drag to separate without streaking. It also helps for the easy removal of the pattern. That means we are using that parting sand. As we all know that when we are prepared a pattern, and then that by using the help of that pattern we are preparing a sand, and thereafter by using this pattern we are able to prepare a mold. And when this mold come, now when the pattern is out from the mold cavity, then only a mold cavity is formed, and where we are finally pour the molten metal onto it. So let us discuss the next one, that is known as your coarse sand. So coarse sand is again very simple. The sand which is basically used for making coarse, that is simply known as coarse sand. Sometimes it is also called as oil sand. So this sand is composed of silica sand mixed with core oil, which is composed of resin oil, resin, light minerals oil, or other binding materials. It possesses the property like green strength, high dry strength, and high refractoriness, etc. So these goes under coarse sand. Basically, this coarse sand we are using for preparation of core, so that the core is again we are using that core to prepare a hole in a casting. So last one, let us discuss the last sand, which is named as your system sand. Then the used sand is cleaned and reactivated by the addition of water, binders, or special additives. This is known as system sand. System sand possesses higher strength, permeability, refractoriness than the baking sand. It is used in a mechanical sand preparation and handling system. So system sand is nothing but this is the old sand which is we draw or we can collect by when our casting product is out from your mold. So these sands again we reuse, we can say reuse for the purpose of less production cost. So these are all about your different types of molding sand which we are used in casting process. So thank you. Finally, thank you. These are the all types of sands. Thank you to all.